Good evening. This is Phil Hawkins for the Dads Against Destruction. I got a program for restoring fatherhoods. We've been together about 3.5 to 4 years. What we want to do is just bring the fatherhood structure back to the household. We've been my wife, Tiffany Hawkins.
Hi, my name is Tiffany Hawkins. I have a program called V2V, Victims to Victory. It's a program dealing with domestic violence. We also cater to teen girls. We have a program called I Am Worthy, where we're doing a segment on danger dating so they can recognize the difference between a healthy relationship and an unhealthy relationship.
So what are some things you do with danger dating?
Well, with danger dating, like I said, it's a new segment that we're doing, and we are reaching out to young girls from the ages 11 on up. You see now a lot of the young girls are in school, they're fighting with their boyfriends or being degraded by their boyfriends or girlfriends at this day and age, but you don't relate it to as domestic violence, because growing up we didn't. You know, we saw this going on, and it wasn't until you can step back and actually take a look at the picture to see that it is a problem out there.
So you said it's a problem starting from high school or middle school or elementary school. Where do you think the problem starts from?
Oh man, it really can start with the danger dating. They're dating at a young age, whether they're going out or they just on FaceTime on the phone or their boyfriend or girlfriends in school. So it's hard to really pinpoint exactly what age they're starting, but the closer they get to the teens, that's when it starts getting more physical because they have that physical interaction with them.
So what would be some signs that you want somebody on the outside looking in? What would be some signs that they would be looking for to see that their child or their son or daughter is being abused?
Either they're acting out where they're angry and frustrated because they're being controlled by someone else, or when they're around, they have no means of themselves. But then there's a part where they're secluded. They're to themselves. They don't like to talk. They barely like to eat, and they have to always have their phone in their hand because if that person calls, they have to react. They have to respond in a certain amount of seconds almost before it escalates. And then they lose all of their old friends. You know, when they used to be having their girlfriends, they go and hanging out, all of a sudden it's all about this one person.
So from your perspective there, danger dating is coming from the teen violence, not teen violence, just domestic violence, it's all violence.
Yes.
Okay, so how important do you think would it be for the father to be in a child's life, a girl's life, or a young man's life?
Well, they say we look for our mates in our fathers. So if you have that,
father, your first love.
Yes, and that is true. Whether the father is in the household or not, girls seem to migrate toward their fathers.
What about the young man?
The young men, they automatically assume responsibility of the household. If there's no father there, they feel that they're the man of the house, and they have to do that. They have to be protective of everybody.
So you think it's healthy?
It's not because they're not allowed to be children.
Right.
They're forced to grow up. They're forced to take on manhood at a young age when they can barely do teenage.
Okay.
So with Dads Against Destruction, what do you feel needs to be done to curb the violence, the domestic violence?
Well, I feel without a doubt, I feel child support had to be reformed. We got to put on another statute. We got to redo the whole system. Child support came in years ago and tore the family down. That's my opinion. That's what I believe in. We had to have the fathers and dads back in the household. You know, a woman doing the best she can. We've seen that over years and years right now. But it got out of hand here now. The one-parent home. We need both parents in the home.
Okay, now, I want you to elaborate a little bit when you say child support, because there's some single mothers out there that will be doing right by their children with the child support, and they're stuck because someone don't want to pay it. So to let everyone know what you mean by the child support is tearing the home.
See, child support itself got to be reformed. It's different scales of child support. It got to be restructured. I can pay one set amount, and another guy with the same amount of kids, same job, same hourly pay, I'll pay a different amount. He might pay more or less. You know, so why we not paying the same exact amount? The scale is different. You know, so we got to get in there, get reformed, and give these guys something. I mean, you could do like a 90-day grace period. Give them 90 days to get themselves together, get on their feet, you know what I'm saying, get a job, might get them housing, because right now they got it where guys coming out of penitentiary jail, you straight old child support. This man, he got to start life first. How can he pay? He just got out of penitentiary jail.
So how do you feel it's affecting the families, the household with the child support issue?
It's affecting greatly. I mean, look at what's going on. The mom and dad fighting, the dad leaving, the kids growing up by themselves. You got the little daughter, she's seeing a drug dealer. So she want the drug dealer because she been bought. The son see what the drug dealer do, he want to be the drug dealer. So that's the whole destruction and corruption of the family. It's a breakdown.
So coming together in the community, someone out there is looking at this and they could actually make a difference. They could help you make a change. What would you say you need to, what needs to be done in order to make this happen?
It need to be unity. All they got to do is give me a call. Call me anytime. I'm pulling up 615-753-9355, Phil Hawkins. We'll pull up, we'll talk. We need to do a big unit in the community. We all need to come together. We come together, you can do more as a team than I myself, and we try it ourselves. So support is greatly needed. It is very appreciated. So we can tag team with it. I mean, could V2V and D.A.D work something to do it together?
Yeah, we can come up with a game plan and sit down and have the organization. We already up under one organization.
Yeah.
But we can tag team because I was trying to figure out a way to help with the domestic violence as far as just the restraining order is not helping. They're in there maybe 24-hour hold and then they're released. Maybe it's something that the dads can step in before they get released, or a program that can be implemented where they can have a cool down period before they go out there and react because she called the police on them or because the police was called on them.
I mean, in that situation right there, we can do a whole different situation. We can do a change for as, okay, first time offenses, you get this 90 days mandatory sentence. Second time, 6 months mandatory. If you hanging that much time over a man's head, he gonna think about whether to hit that woman again. A cool down period, a couple of days, 72 hours ain't doing nothing. You know what I mean? So the whole lot of things I be reformed. They need a lot of these grassroots organizations come in and help them making the rules they making. Cause we out here every day, it's affecting us. We don't go home at 8 o'clock. We doing 24 hours every day. But that's what we have for y'all today. We'd like y'all join the show. Thank y'all again for coming.